I found a cool tool to create color palettes for Power BI reports. It's called AI Colors, and what I like about it is that it shows the colors in a mockup dashboard, which gives you an immediate feel of what the colors would look like in your own dashboard. You can also find inspiration by looking at the color themes made by others. You can pick something from there. So let's look into how to use it. Open the website aicolors.co and you can immediately see a dashboard, a mockup dashboard for these selected colors. And if you click to other color palettes, you can see how it changes. It's pretty cool. You can see immediately what the dashboard would look like. And I think these color palettes are also really nice. But what I wanted to try is how to create a color palette on our own. Here in the top middle, you can see that you can enter a prompt. If you click it, there is a drop down and you could already select some suggestions, see how they look like, click on generate. And yeah, you can see how it changes. In the bottom, it also shows what colors are being used. Here is an export option and you can try some other things. Click generate again. This is a bit too strong for my taste, but I like the purple color. So maybe purple with some white. Purple, or instead of purple, we could say lavender, which I think has a nicer, less saturated purple color. Lavender on white. Let's have it with a white background. Let's see what it creates. Yeah, I really like it. So what I found more helpful is to, instead of like describing some fantasy names, I write what colors I want to use on what background, for example, so the color combination. And after this, we can export it. I'm going to export it into Figma. You can also find the Figma file in the link in the description. Click on export, then click on copy. You see it's going to be a text. And when you open the Figma file, there is already a dashboard here. So this is the dashboard we want to create the background for. Here, if you allow the background, I already created this wireframe and I'm going to copy the hex codes into variables. If you create variables, we can change the colors more easily if you want to select a different color theme and see how that would look like. If you deselect everything, then here in the top right corner, you have these local variables. If you click that and add the color variable, I'm going to call it primary 100 and then just copying the color, double clicking the hex code, copy pasting it, press enter, and we have the first color. Then I create another variable, color variable, and I'm going to do the same thing for all the other colors. After I have this, we can apply them for the background. But I would like to see it also in larger, how these colors look like. So I'm just going to create some squares with the colors. I press F to create a frame. And in the field, if we click on these 4 dots, we can select these variables here. So I'm going to select this one and I'm going to create a square for all the colors. By the way, you can already find these squares and these color variables in the Figma file if you download it. And now we come to the background. I'm going to copy it one time so we have a backup. And here we can adjust the colors. First of all, the fill is a little bit transparent. So I'm going to remove the transparency, make it 100% opaque. And what I would want to have is a similar style, which is in the mockup. If you look at it, we can see that the frames are white. The background behind the visuals are gray. They also have some inner shadow. And for the card, there is this purple gradient background with the primary colors. So let's go back to Figma. First of all, let's remove the transparency. We can still see the image behind. Select the background. And then here in the fill, we can make it 100% opaque. And let's start with the gradient for the KPI card. Let's go and add the fill. Click on the plus icon. And we are going to change it into a gradient. Click on the color and select this gradient icon. The direction is going to be from left to right. So I just select this marker and drag it. And holding down Shift, I select the other marker so we can create a horizontal line with it. And then going back to the colors, I click on the white. And here clicking on the libraries, we can select our variables. Let's select our first purple, then click on the other color, library, and select the second purple. So we have this smooth slight gradient in it. Then select the entire background again. Here the frames are already white, but I would still select the variable white for it, because if we change the color later, then we change it in the variable, and then it changes automatically also here. Then these three shapes, we can change them at the same time because they are going to have the same style. I select them by double clicking and holding down Shift. And we have already the inner shadow. We said that we want to have some inner shadow. It's not visible because there is no fill. So I'm going to add a color, and it's going to be this background 200. And now we can also see the inner shadow. We can remove the stroke, and then we can also hide the image. And this is how it looks like. Now we can export it. If you click the icon again, click on export, and I export it as an SVG. After that, we can just import it in Power BI. If you open the Power BI report, which you can also download from the link in the description, we can go to the canvas setting and import the background, set the image fit to fit, and remove the transparency. Now we can remove this shape here, double click it and press delete. I reposition the elements to fit and align better. And now we have to adjust the text and the data colors. For that, we can click on View here on the top, and then we are going to customize the current theme. And now let's just copy the colors. Let's go back to Figma. And this is a little bit copy-paste exercise. Copy all the colors, color 1, and just replace it. Go back to Figma, copy the next one, and keep doing it. And if you reach color 7, which was the second text color, for color 8, we still have a space, and there I'm just going to copy this second background color, because that's what we used here, and we are going to need it also for one of our visual. So let's copy PG200, and this is going to be the last one. Then click apply. Nothing changed yet, but now we can set the colors. First, let's set it for the text. Let's select the KPI card by double clicking it, go to formatting, call out value, and it's going to be this first light purple, this accent color, very distinguishable. And we are changing also the title and subtitle. Click on general, title, the text color is going to be the same. And then go to subtitle, and the subtitle color is going to be slightly different. For example, we could use this one. Then select this other card below. Then go to callout value. It has a dynamic color depending on whether it has a positive or a negative value. For now, for simplicity, I'm just going to remove it and add the color directly here. And we can add again the second accent color, like the color in the subtitle. Then go to general, effects, and we also remove the background color. And I actually like this white background with this transparency, but we are going to change the visual border. And for that, I'm going to color sample this here. I use this Power Toys, which is a Microsoft tool, which lets you color pick any color from the visible screen. I just have to use a shortcut for it. And as you can see, you can pick any color. This is the color I'm going to pick. And then I'm just going to add it to the visual border as a color. So now the border is not visible, only visible here on the left side. This is because of the gradient, but that's okay. Then let's move on to the line chart. Here I'm going to change the title colors. The title is going to be this text color, the darker one. And the legend is going to have this lighter color, this lighter text color. And the same goes for the two axes. Go to values, change the color. Then let's go to the lines, open color, and let's select the current year. Here I'm going to pick the primary color. And for the last year, I'm going to pick this other purple. But since they are not very distinguishable, I'm going to make it dashed. Then we can also change a little bit the legend to resemble this dashed style. So let's change the style from marker to line. So now we also see which one is which. Then let's move to the table. I change the text colors again. Here the title is going to have the darker text color, the column headers the lighter text color, and everything else is going to have the darker text color. Then let's go to the grid. We are going to change these horizontal grid line colors. It's going to have the same color like the background. This is the last color. And then go to border. In the section, select total section. And here we also change the color to the background color. Then scroll down and open up the spark lines. The data color is going to be our primary purple. And then we are going to change this background here for the change versus last year. Open cell elements, select change versus last year. And we change the background color first. Clicking here. Now we remove the dynamic color and just use a gradient for the sales versus last year. And we are going to pick this second primary color. Let's see. And I think it's a bit strong here. I would like to make it a bit transparent, but transparency is not available here. So instead of that, we can just pick a lighter shade of it. Let's pick this first one and click OK. Yeah, I like it better. Then let's change the font color. Again, I remove the dynamic colors and gradient by the versus last year. And here I'm just going to pick this text color. Then our final visual. Here I changed the title color to the darker text color and the legend to the lighter text color. I also removed this region text because we don't really need it here. Then we also changed the axis color to this lighter gray. And then let's change the lines. Go to the line settings, open up the color here, and let's go through one by one. For this, we could select the primary color for north. Then going to east, we could select our secondary color. But as you can see, it's hardly distinguishable from the other purple color. So instead of that, let's use a shade. Again, I'm going to pick this one. Now this looks better. And then let's move to the next element, south. Let's pick this one. And then for the west, we are going to pick this darker one. I think this part is the hardest, especially with these monochromatic color themes, to create distinguishable colors for distinct categories. If you want to use already existing color themes, you can go back to the website and click here on new or on top. And here you can just click the icons and see what themes are there. I also tried other color themes, and you can find the colors for that in the Figma file. So this is it. I think it's a pretty cool tool. Probably I'm going to use it also in the future. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, and see you next time.